We
Well,
are live.
hello there. What's going on, everybody? Oh man, let me tell y'all, I haven't been on a lot. I was in my feelings a little bit yesterday. Had a rough day, but it's okay. Everything's good. God's still great. I'm still an American, so it's good. How you doing, Casey?
I'm good. I hope you're still American because how would we take that away from you?
I don't know. So I've been on the fence, right? I've got some really, really good content, right, to put out, and it's protesting a little bit with the well, not even protesting, just showing the ridiculousness of the LGBTQ month. And I really want to put these videos out,
Do
but
it.
I'm like, man, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit because there's one in particular that I really want to share that is just like, look at this. But I was gonna take a poll tonight and see if
No,
that
just
just
do it.
that
It
didn't
is
even sound right.
June. It is June, and it is the month that we have to make sure we show our pride, which is why yesterday I posted it on all of my social media. Show your pride flag. And my pride flag is the American flag.
Nice,
And
nice. What's going on,
because
everybody?
we just have to be shutting down, I have no problem who you want to go and do things with in your bedroom. No problem at all.
Well,
You go
why should
do
you
it.
get a month for it? You know what I'm saying?
And why do you get to fuck up traffic?
I want to damn. I want to. Never mind. Let me shut up. Let me just
Uh,
stop right now while I'm ahead, man. Say some things that I'm gonna get in trouble for. I got to wait until we're only on Pilled to do that.
yes.
Yeah.
Actually, on the same topic, I have a video that we should actually play on Pilled.
Okay.
We
I'm
can't
about to
play it
say,
on the
don't
other
do it on
platform.
here. It's gonna be.
No,
Yeah. Don't do it on here.
no. If we did it on the other platform, so we'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's right in line with that. And his name's Ralphie May. He's a comedian, and he
Oh,
is
I seen it.
hilarious.
Yes.
I've loved Ralphie May, and I regret still to this day my two of my closest friends about 10 years ago or more before he passed away
Yeah.
all went to go see Ralphie May here in Salt Lake. Emily and I were like, "No, we're good. We're not going." And now I regret it because he passed away not
He's
too
he
long
is
after.
funny as hell, bro.
Ralphie May is
Yes.
one of my favorite comedians. I love him.
Yeah. He's hilarious. He was talking some crazy, crazy things. I've seen what you're about to play. I've seen it.
We're gonna go over it. We're gonna show it, just to
Yeah.
add some fun to this. But what are we talking about tonight?
Well, we got a couple different things. Really, I wanted to go over some videos that I find, elsewhere and show them and then talk about it. But even before we talk about that, I was in deep thought yesterday because I was in my feelings. And when I get in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just, I meditate and get in my head and just talk to God inside my head, right? And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, man, what the hell is this? Like, what? It's really profound. Like the way that I think about it is like, what the hell is this? What is life? What is the point? Why? Like that's the big thing. Why? And then I started thinking about everything like religion and politics and then it just hit me in my head and it's like, look, nobody knows. Everybody's got an answer, but nobody knows. Everybody's got an answer for what this whole experience is. Everybody will tell you what you need to be doing. Everybody got a game plan for what you need to be doing, but nobody actually knows. So what do you think? What do you feel in your heart, right? And I started going down this thought process of, well, the only thing that really seems true is that God put us here, you know? Like God put us here for a reason and to choose just good, right? And then it got even deeper in my mind because it's like, well, you don't choose good all the time. You still choose to do bad things sometimes. And it's true, all of us do. Because
That
not bad in the eyes of the world. I mean, what you know inside of your own self is
right.
like, I shouldn't do this, but you do it anyway.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's really what in my definition of bad, that's what bad is when you know you're not supposed to do something and you do it anyway. And everyone does it. Everybody, right?
Yep. Yep.
And it's like, okay, so if that's the thing, then why do you do it? And why do you do it? And I just got to going down this whole thought process, bro. I got to going down this whole thing, and it was like, I started kind of freaking myself out a little bit because I'm like, yo, like God is seeing, like God can see everything.
Yes,
God
you can.
knows every single thought that you think.
Yeah.
So then what matters? The action.
Yeah.
So when you choose to go against the thought that's telling you not to do the thing that you're thinking of, because that thought hits you before you ever do the actions, right? That, I don't know, it started messing me up because it's like, well, then you're consciously, every person is consciously choosing to do the wrong thing when they do it. And it's like, is God watching that and tallying that up?
Oh, 100%.
So then it got into this. So there's only really two types of people: those who are trying to do what's good and pleasing to God, and then those who aren't. They fall into the other category of whatever that is, right? And then it got to thinking about religion. And it's like, okay, so you got all these different religions where I watched this video, it made me so sad yesterday, bro. And it was these kids, I think they were in like some Arabic country, and they're beating these kids, bro, with whips on their hands and on their body and making them yell Allahu Akbar. And the kids are crying. They're crying and they're beating them, making them say it. And the kids yelling, he's asking, please. It's like, please, to stop. And he just kept saying
Right.
Allah. He just kept on having to say that. And they're telling him to say it. And I'm like, that's conditioning this kid's mind. And this is a horrible thing that's happening to this kid. And then it's got to thinking about like, okay, why is this happening? Well, and that's where people get lost in religion. And like, why does God let bad things happen? And it's like, well, you get to make choices. Obviously, them kids don't have a choice in the matter of what's going on right now in their life, but this adult does. And he's making the choice to do something that is wrong to me. But to him, does he think that it's good? And then my mom's like, well, he can't think that it's good. How can he think that this is good? He's beating a kid into his belief system. And then if he is thinking it good, is there a punishment because it's actually bad? And then what is actually bad?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's like there's so many thoughts that I don't know. I just went down this whole thought process, bro, of thinking about right and wrong and how the world actually operates. And the conclusion that I had came to, which it really isn't a conclusion, there's a continuation to it that I'm still thinking about. But it's like everybody's here living their lives, trying to do the best that they can, right? God is in complete control of everything, but yet allows free will for people to make the choices that he wants them to choose. But when they don't, they're allowed to keep on living, right? So then I start thinking, it's really terrifying to think about dying when you know that you were a garbage human. Think about that. I don't care about your religion. I know what you're going to say. And a lot of people say this, that you're forgiven, right? You're forgiven because of what Christ did on the cross.
Correct.
But that's only true if you change how you live.
Yes.
That's how I look at it. Because you cannot just say I'm saved and I got baptized so I can do whatever the hell I want. If you continue to be a garbage human, I'm sorry. I feel like there's punishment. I feel like
there is.
Fuck some people up, bro, when it's all said and done.
I don't think just because you're baptized you're clean. I don't. There's more to that. But the part is you got to be able to self-reflect on where you are and the good that you have brought to your community and to your to the people. Are you bringing them to God or are you bringing them away from God? I think that is the whole message.
Right. I'm not disputing that. But that's just this is my thing, right? That's our aspect. That's how we view things as the people that believe the way that we believe, right?
Sure.
And that came from other men. That belief system was given by other men, because when I read the Bible, that's not what I hear Jesus telling them. I hear Jesus flat out told them straight up, Many are going to come to me in that day saying, didn't I cast out demons in your name? Didn't I prophesy in your name? Didn't I do this in your name? And he's going to say, he said, I'm going to look at them and I'm going to tell them, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never knew you. And that means he's talking to people who say that they're believers. That's not to the sinners. He's talking to people that are the believers because they're expecting to be there and meeting him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So how many of us fall into that category is what I'm trying to say. How many of us think that we're doing, like the Catholic Church, for instance, right? When they got people believing that they're forgiven for everything and that's all they got to do is confess their sin so people keep on sinning. But what if it's like, okay, you didn't take the time to actually sit down and read this book for yourself and then talk to me, not me, but God, and then ask me to speak to your heart? You just took this dude's word at face value and you expect me to, oh, no. You allowed yourself to be misled. That's my view. That's my view of like how God is. And I could be wrong, of course. I'm a man. I've been wrong before, but it just gets deep, bro. When you think about it, it's like people think they're doing good.
I can't say that everybody thinks that they're doing good, but I will
dude
say
that was beating them kids.
Some do.
Yeah, that radical Muslim dude that was beating them kids was thinking he was doing good. This is what had me thinking. Think about it. What would possess? Think about this. What would possess a person to put a bomb on their chest and go and blow themselves up? They have to believe that they're doing good and that God is going to reward them for that to happen, which means the intent of their heart is right. But even though they know the action, they know that the action is wrong within themselves, unless they allow themselves to be deceived by the person who's teaching them falsely through the book to do this. You see what I'm saying? And it's like this guy gonna be like, well, he deceived you, so it's all good. Or is he gonna be like, no, you knew in your heart of hearts because I watched you. I put that thought in your mind where that split second where you're like, this is wrong, I shouldn't do this, but you overlooked that thought and then you went and did it anyway.
Yeah, you make a valid point in the sense when you start talking about them putting bombs on themselves, and the part that I push back on, I think that's why they prey on the weak. It's commonly younger individuals and females.
Makes it even worse.
Correct. So they cave. You don't see strong-willed men going and doing that.
Yeah, but you see them same strong-willed men doing other things. So then I start thinking this. There's only two forces in this world: God and the devil. Good and evil. And the receptors of the information is mankind. They're both in our ear. God is written in our spirit.
Yep.
The devil's written in our flesh.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. God is written in our spirit, but the devil is written in our flesh.
Okay.
So it's like when they talk about people being demon possessed, this would lead into a whole nother thing. Demon possession, do you believe in it?
I don't have enough to say that it doesn't exist. I think there's enough documentation to say that it does.
Okay.
So I would say that it does.
So then what is schizophrenia?
Very similar.
Is it not just the same thing?
No. I would think that because there's mild versions and then pretty severe versions. The mild version,
mild possession and very severe possession.
Yeah, but they really haven't explored that, and that's who knows why. But I would say that they never defined it that way. But in the medical field, there is mild and severe, right? And so when you get into demonic possession of a personality or even a soul, you are starting to talk that we'd have to be able to make sure that we can say there is a mild and an extreme.
But see, wait, here's the thing. So if back in the day, like one of the signs for somebody that was demon possessed, right? They start speaking in Latin. That's something
Uh-huh.
that they always put in the movies and all that, or they start speaking in Arabic, right? Or
Sure.
some ancient Arabic, like Aramaic, right?
Mhm.
What if the demons done got smart then and they're like, we're not going to do that. We're just going to talk in English. Going to talk regular and act
Well,
exactly how this person acts.
don't get me wrong, they adapt. But in their practice and what they're doing, I don't think that is an act. I don't think that adapts. I think that is always extreme.
So what is this is the thing then, because we've talked about this before about spirits and demons and all this, but well then actually what is a demon? Can a demon be a disease? Can a demon be a mental? You get what I'm saying? Because think of this. They had
Yeah,
names for demons back in the day. Like the demons' names meant something, like the demon of despair. I forget the name of him.
yeah,
The demon of whatever. Isn't these just new names for demons? Schizophrenia.
agreed. Agreed.
You know what
Hey
I'm
guys,
saying?
giving you a heads up. We're gonna give you an extra minute. We got 5 minutes until we switch over to pill.net. I'm gonna throw the link into the chat. Everybody can jump over to pill.net. We have 106 of you that are watching on all the other platforms, and it's still climbing. It just keeps growing, which is great. We appreciate it, but make sure you're getting ready to switch over to pill.net in 5 minutes. And so we'll
Riss-
be able to switch over and finish up the chat over there. You want to give Matt a
Rissa
shout out?
Rue. Rissa Rue on Pilled is hilarious. Just saying. Matt, good looking out, bro. I appreciate that. Straight up. Gold pills, 3,000 of them, 3,200. 3,200 gold pills from Matt. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you
And I
guys. Go ahead.
I agree with what he actually was just saying, what he just posted, which is I think some mental illness can be related to demonic attacks. That's where I was kind of leaning with it. Is yes, it is a disease, and it is something that needs attention.
Well, then I start thinking about this kind of stuff. You always look at when they talk about like the deals made with the devil, the contracts. We hear about this stuff all the time.
Right.
Couldn't that be a form of what we see happening with people that are famous?
Oh yeah. Well,
Like
I don't want to correlate those two things because I do think they're different. I
I don't. I don't, bro. And the reason
I
why is because they all make
mm,
up these names for themselves. All of them. In the music industry, in the rap
yeah.
culture, especially Rain Man,
Well, you have Beyonce with Sasha.
Sasha Fierce,
Yeah,
Slim
and
Shady.
well, to be fair, like
I'm
we all
telling you,
do very similar things. If you were to go look up me in a lot of ways, like I have American versus government, and then I also have a paintball profile from when I was majorly into paintball, which carried over into my
but it
professional life.
hasn't given you fame and fortune and all the things that was promised to Jesus when he was on the high
But
place.
I just wasn't given that luxury to be given that success.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. You gave yourself that name. You see what I'm saying?
Some, but
No,
yes,
bro. Listen, I'm telling you, think about this deeply, right? Sasha Fierce. She's flat out says, Beyonce says Sasha Fierce takes over and she can do all the things that Beyonce cannot do. She said that out of her own mouth.
she did. I remember that.
Slim Shady. He says he becomes possessed
Well,
when he
Slim
makes music.
Shady is an admitted drug addict. So
Okay, but still, that's another way for you to interact with the spiritual world.
correct,
It's
and that's
drugs.
where that one's a little bit of a there's some alternative influence there outside of that. But it also speaks, by the way, in his latest video of Houdini, his latest song that he just dropped. If you haven't listened to it, go watch the music video. It's the same style of his old stuff, which by the way, I did like because it's original Slim Shady, which I did like. So it's very nostalgic, but
I don't know,
um
man.
I get what you're saying. I do.
It's like these people, even I'm talking about all the way through to politics, bro, to every world leader, all of this stuff, everything. Like it's a force because you can see the people that are in politics that are trying to do good, and then you can see the ones that are committed to doing wrong.
Agreed.
And it's like the whole system itself is corrupted because it's not of God.
Right.
The system is not of God. So the good people that get involved in it end up falling victim in some way, shape, or form to it and doing things that you could say are foul, are bad,
Right.
that are harmful. All of them, even though
Yeah.
their intentions are good. But then you have them ones that are just committed to, like, not like the mustache man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, guys, last warning. You got about 30 seconds. We have, geez, man. This one's gonna
Bob
rough
Dylan
to be
received
cut.
lyrics.
This will be
And we
rough to
got so
cut.
many people on here right now.
Yeah.
Look, there's 114 people watching on other platforms. We're about to cut this and go over to pill.net where we keep it going. The stream doesn't stop. So if you could, because this conversation is great and I feel like it needs to be had, and we're going to go a little bit deeper into it. We're going to be on pilled.net, Pilled, pilled.net. And you guys just go over there and type in my name and I'll pop up. Hit the follow button. You guys can see it. It's all free. There's nothing, you don't cost nothing. And this is where we stream at because we could talk freely, you know, and I get to just be open, and so does Casey.
The link is in the chat. Most of you are on X, guys, so I made sure it's over there. 70 of you are on X right now. So if you guys want to jump over, not a raptor, I just see your comment. The danger is becoming a product of the environment you are in. I don't disagree with that. Jump over to pill.net so we can continue on with this conversation. And then we're going to saying free on X2. I will strongly disagree with you, even though X is more my platform than anything. I got removed from stating my state's law, and so I got banned. And so
on
X
Pill,
is
you're
not
never going to get
completely
banned.
free yet. X
Unless
is not there yet.
Sick.
It's getting there. All right, guys, we're ending the stream. If you're watching on another platform than on Pill,
Day Nix, hold on real quick. My brother, this is my brother, straight up. That's one of my big brothers right there. Day Nix, bro. Reach out to me, man. I've been trying to get a hold of you, man. Reach out to me. I ain't talked to you since I've been home. If you could, I'd love to talk to you, man. And jump over, bro. Matter of fact, he would be great to have on the show. You still got my Aramaic Bible? I got an Aramaic Bible that I gave to this brother. It's got some good stuff in it. But yeah, yes, baby. Can you have a pop?
All right, I'm going to start killing it on some platforms, guys. Jump over to pill.net.